Welcome to Dad's DeFi Space. I'm Kevin, and I'm so grateful you've taken some time out of your day to learn a little bit more about crypto and DeFi. But before we begin, I want to say this first. Please remember, none of this is financial advice, and I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and never, ever invest more than you can afford to lose. We are going to be looking at something interesting in the crypto and DeFi markets today. Please like and subscribe and ping that notification bell. And remember to check out dadsdefispace.org to learn more about crypto and DeFi, free articles, free course, and a monthly newsletter. Also, find us over on X at CryptoZone1013 and on Telegram, Dad DeFi 1013. And check out our links below, including Weeks, $30,000 of USDT rewards, and Crypto Labs research, 20% off your first month. Tell them Dad's DeFi Space sent you for $50 USDT. Now, let's get to today's video. This altcoin is going to be one of the big players in the AI DePIN and gaming narratives. Now, you're probably wondering what this is. And if you are a member of dadsdefispace.org, you have already heard of this coin. And this coin happens to be Aether. Now, is Aether the next big thing in decentralized cloud computing? And we're going to have a deep dive into its bullish potential. I believe that Aether has an opportunity to 10x this bull run, maybe even more. But I like to keep my predictions conservative. Aether is a cloud computing protocol, right? And allows people to sell unused GPU bandwidth. Now, what's interesting about this is that means that it opens up cloud computing, AI computing into the masses. It makes a decentralized network. Now, there are other ones out here that do this. We have Render, which I'm also bullish on. That's on the Solana network, and many others in this space. But why am I bullish on Aether? Well, number one, Aether is a much, much smaller market cap than Render, so it has the potential to run more, but that also means our risk is greater, right? Aether is not just another decentralized cloud computing project, such as, like we said, Render, Akash, but it has a much sharper focus on AI gaming workloads and compute workloads. So there are four things that make it, in my opinion, a bullish project. Number one, scalability and efficiency. The Aether network is a distributed GPU cloud network. It has low latency, high availability, and this is unlike most centralized networks. It's very cost effective because of this. This helps for seamless Web3 integration, which will be required within the gaming narrative. And yes, I know gaming has performed terrible, but we still believe that gaming will have its time to shine, much like last cycle where it occurred almost towards the end of the cycle. Aether also has a very active community, and programs like Aether Forge help to engage users and incentivize participation in the network. The more participation within the Aether network, the more opportunity for price appreciation. Now, what is their role? Aether gives AI cloud computing decentralized physical infrastructure because you're monetizing GPU resources we are not using, and this could help with the cloud computing gaming revolution. So let's look at some of the components of Aether. Aether's tokenomics are decent. right? Their token also plays a crucial role in powering their transactions and rewarding the people providing GPU compute. Now, the primary uses of Aether are payments for those GPU resources and incentives for those providers. Now, at this point, Aether has around 10% of their supply unlocked. Okay. Their max supply is 42 billion Aether, and right now the circulating supply is 8. So the biggest concern we have with Aether, as far as tokenomics, is we have a good amount. You're talking 5x of the supply has not been issued yet. So let's look at some of this. Right now, 35% of that is remaining locked. These are scheduled unlocks. These are allocations for nodes, which is around 50%. The nodes are getting a huge percentage of that. I wish I would have went in on the Aether nodes earlier on in the cycle. 12.5% for the team, which is vested. They were trying to ensure a long-term commitment. That is a good thing, and I like that percentage. And 11.5% for early investors. These are the gradual unlocks. Okay. If you look and use the article within Dad's DeFi space, you can see some of the charts and pie graphs that can show the vesting schedule and the tokenomics. Now, the impact on price performance would be there can be some short-term sell pressure. There was just a massive unlock about a week or so ago. So watching price, we could get a good opportunity to buy in. At least I hope so. Not financial advice, of course. And the medium term, the steady unlocking, it could lead to moderate price fluctuations, but right now I'm looking at buying the dip with some of my stables on the side. So these aren't the best tokenomics, but they're not the worst either. So with a project like this, a newer one, I will take it. So they have good social media presence on X and within that Aether cloud community. They have been participating in industry events like Consensus Hong Kong, ETH Denver. And right now, they don't have a lot of exchange listings, a few. And they just got on Coinbase, I believe. So these are good ones. I like to have coins that I know that retail would easily be able to buy if they start coming into the market. Same thing for any institutional investors. If you want to go to their webpage, you can check out their future roadmap. There's a lot that's coming. I don't want to get into all those details at the moment. But before we end with this conversation, we really need to discuss what are some of the bearish factors or things that could go wrong with Aether. Of course, there's market competition in the centralized space with like AWS and Amazon, Azure, and Google Cloud. And then within the crypto space, you have Render Network, which we are bullish on, and Akash, which is part of the Cosmos ecosystem. Now, obviously, with any decentralized application, we are concerned about compliance and evolving global regulations because you never know about a black swan event. But this leads me to my conclusion, and that is Aether addresses a major problem within cloud computing, the cost, the scalability, and the decentralization, things that we need for our Web3 future. They also have a competitive advantage in that infrastructure. Gaming, AI workloads, they have strong token utilities. There is staking incentives, compute payments. Now, we are concerned about the difference between the circulating supply and the actual market cap. It is quite a big difference between 8 and 42 billion. That's quite a bit. Excuse me. But there's also growing market interest and expanding community. Roadmap milestones. These are all components of a project that is going to continue building, which is bullish. So, Aether, we're bullish, and we are bullish on the future of cloud computing, AI, DePIN, and gaming. And this will be an excellent play for us and our bull run portfolios. Now, do you have another token out there in the cloud computing space that you're bullish on? Please let me know in the comments. Now, taking a look at the Aether chart, you can see that it has been in a serious downtrend. We began investing in Aether right around what looked like a base right about here. We're on the daily chart right now. We're way, way below that point. In fact, we're still pretty much in a what I would call a downtrend. Definitely downslope. Now, will we break out of that downtrend? I don't know. But I do believe in Aether, and I do believe that DePIN is going to be a big narrative in the next phase of the bull run. And looking at this chart, it wouldn't be a bad time to accumulate Aether. And if you're a little bit more on the I don't want to be as degenny as you, dad side, then I may consider not getting into this play until after we get support, right around this area, 0.055 cents. But again, none of this is financial advice. And I'm packing a small bag for my altcoin portfolio. Um, what are some of your favorite picks this market cycle? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to spend it with me. And I hope you've left a little bit smarter about crypto and DeFi and that you can use some of this knowledge to up your investing game. Please check out our links below to Dad's DeFi Space and find me on X at CryptoZone 1013 and Dad DeFi 1013. Remember, always do your own research and never invest more than you can afford to lose. And I'll see you in the next video, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.